Happy birthday, Mr. Abraham Lincoln. You are really, really, really old today. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to look at how Hollywood has looked at Abraham Lincoln, some of the better parts and some of the not so better parts, in a short video to show you some good ideas of how to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's birthday with what to watch. So let's get started. First recommendation is Disneyland USA's Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. Highly recommend the earlier version from the 1980s through the year 2000. So on this video, hosted by this person right here, I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyways, that person, you've got Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln at Disneyland 1999. Now, why do I recommend this version better? The history's better, and the robot looks a lot more like Abraham Lincoln than the new one. The new one's okay, but this one was outstanding. As the old saying goes, don't fix it if it ain't broke. If it was broke, nobody knew it, and I'm bummed that they changed it because this was really good. They've had, I think, 3 versions now that I'm aware of. Okay, next up, another great way to spend Lincoln's birthday via Hollywood and their touch is the Savage Curtain from Star Trek, the original series. You knew I was going to say Star Trek, didn't you? Yes, you did. Now, what's really cool about this one is there's the huge debate of whether or not Abraham Lincoln is actually the real Abraham Lincoln. And because Kirk's like, dude, you're faking it, man. You're just like some alien thing. And then here's the ancient Vulcan hero that's equivalent to Abraham Lincoln. And Spock seems to accept the fact that the people that put them in this scenario were time travelers. But no matter what, you've got the really cool mental twist of, is he really there or is he not really there? And you've also got a decent portrayal of Abraham Lincoln, keeping in mind that there's actually not that many portrayals of Abraham Lincoln beyond little snippets of him just passing through, kind of sort of like he does here. But that's my next recommendation. The following way to spend Lincoln's birthday is, of course, with the Twilight Zone. And in the Twilight Zone, you get another noble example of Abraham Lincoln that really pulls at the heartstrings in the episode The Passerby. So you'll want to check that one out. He's only in that one for a brief moment, spoiler. But when he does, the more you know about Lincoln, the more you love America, the more it tugs at your heart, as Twilight Zone was so good at doing. Next way to spend Lincoln's birthday, Glory from 1989 with an all-star cast. Now, Lincoln's not in this movie, but it is all about the Massachusetts all-black regiment soldiers, and it's just one of my favorite movies that I can watch over and over and over. You've got Glory and Star Wars Episode 4, of course, and Heaven Can Wait. Those are the ones that I can watch over and over and over and just really enjoy. I probably have watched Glory more than any movie outside of Star Wars the most amount of times, not including Christmas movies. Okay, so Glory, highly, highly recommend, and get out your handkerchiefs, as they say. The next one, Lincoln by Steven Spielberg. This one came out in 2012. Honestly, I found it really less than History Channel. I prefer the History Channel and PBS's documentaries that have come out prior to that, because let's face it, neither one is really cranking out too much history biography anymore. But anyways, it's an okay watch. It's all right, but it's not as good as the documentaries that PBS and History Channel have done. So there you go. But it's easy to find. Bam, there you go. Next up, a silly look at Mr. Abraham Lincoln in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I debated whether or not to include this one on, but he is in it. But he's just played so dorky in this. Pretty much everybody in this movie's played really dorky. But, if you just want to have a silly time and you want to say Lincoln on Lincoln's birthday, there you go. And then the final one, I will confess I've never seen Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. But I should, because it just seems like an opportunity that one shouldn't miss. But so far, I've lived my whole life without seeing Abraham Lincoln Vampire. And look at that, it's 2012. Same year that Spielberg's Lincoln came out. Let's see, this got a 5.9. What did the other one get? 7.3? It's IMDb. Take it for what it's worth. At least it's better than Rotten Tomatoes and their skewed ones. So, that is the Abraham Lincoln recommendation of how to celebrate Lincoln in a Hollywood style kind of way. And again, first and most recommendation is Disneyland's Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. Next is The Savage Curtain on Star Trek. And then finally, The Passerby. Glory, which doesn't include him, it's a great movie. So there you go. I hope you enjoy it. And check out the George Washington's birthday video with also some recommendations. And yeah, so we'll do that. And if this gets a lot of views, then I'll try and include more like this. And if it doesn't, well, thank you for being one of the few that stopped by to watch it. I'm glad to have had you here. And happy birthday, Lincoln, from me and you.